Greetings, everybody, and thanks for joining us today on what appears to be our 88th webinar. It's just kind of an impossible thing to imagine that we've done so many of these, and today we're very excited to reintroduce you to one of France's most beautiful regions. It's some of you may have seen the last webinar we did on Bordeaux. And this morning I was looking to see when it was, and it was July of 2021. I believe we were still in lockdown back then. Just incredible. And so today we're going to take you through one of France's most beautiful regions, Nouvelle Aquitaine, and we'll introduce you to some of the people that are behind the scenes that make everything happen. And today we're going to start a series of 4 webinars, and we're going to start in the city of Bordeaux. So over the next 3 webinars, we're going to head north and west and travel throughout the region. So you're going to get a great flavor of the entire place.
Tom?
Yes?
Can I just commend you on your distinguished new look? That's it.
Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Ralph.
All right.
Little, yes, I've grown since then, a beard.
Okay.
All right, thank you. So to pitch a little bit for us, some of you may not know who GT Experiences is, so I thought I'd take just a moment to put a plug in for us. Johnny and I are partners, and we're the founders of GT Experiences. We're a tour operator that's focused entirely on the travel agent community here in the US. And we support you guys building customized itineraries for FITs and groups throughout Europe. We have offices in Rome and in the UK, and we're located in lovely New Jersey on the East Coast. So just give us a call if you want to send your clients to Bordeaux or anywhere else in Europe. So enough about us. As I said before, we're in sunny but freezing New Jersey, and lots of you guys that are attending are scattered around the United States. Some buried under snow, I imagine. Some are getting hit by lots of rain, I hear, out in California. Today the weather in Bordeaux is lovely. It's 61 degrees. The city, not everybody has been there. It's located about 40 miles from the Atlantic, and it sits on the River Garonne. The city itself is not that big. It's a population of about 250,000, but considering the area around it, it's not that small. It's about 400,000. So now I'm going to throw in a little bit of history because it's kind of my little geeky corner. So it's a port city, which is really important, and it's what really helped the city grow from the days of the Romans. And, it's a perfect place to export this wonderful red beverage that some of you may drink every once in a while. And we'll go into that later on in the subsequent webinars that we do. We're not going to talk about wine today, but some of the greatest wines in the world, for sure. And that's going to be the subject of our next webinar. The city in the 18th century supplied all of Europe with things like coffee and cacao and sugar and cotton. And it was one of the busiest ports in all of Europe outside of London. So that's a really big part in terms of how the city grew. Today, we're going to introduce you to a few of our great partners in the region. Say hello, Celine. So Celine's located in Bordeaux and is responsible for the priority markets for the region, and that means us in North America, Asia, Pacific. We'll also have Pauline. Pauline is in charge of groups, and she's the marketing manager for one of the most interesting and unique sites that we believe all your clients should see when they go to Bordeaux, the Bassin de Lumière. A wonderful, wonderful, and interesting building that ended up, we'll learn about it later, that was once, it's an iconic building in Bordeaux, and it's got a very, very interesting history. Next, we're going to visit 2 hotels, and we have with us today a 4-star hotel. It's a Hilton Garden Inn, but it's not your American Hilton Garden Inn. So I just want to be very, very clear on that. And we're going to be represented by Alex Bilod. And then we have also a brand new hotel that opened in November, the Mondrian, a brand probably all of you know already. But this is a unique property, and it's a new 5-star hotel in the city, and we're represented by Dimitri Gianvier, and he's the senior sales manager. So let me now pass it over to Johnny. I've done my beginning, and and you'll see us throughout the webinar. So Johnny, you're on.
Yes. Welcome to everybody. I will be very short because Tom already said everything. You know now who we are, and this is our 88th webinar that we do, and I believe that we are today in one of the most beautiful regions of France for the interesting things that they can offer beside the wine and many other historical places that we will show you on the next webinar. So stay with us until the end because we have some very interesting door prize to draw, and enjoy the show. So
and Johnny, I just wanted to say, if anybody has any questions, just use the chat function at the bottom of the screen, and we'll answer while the webinar is going on.
Okay, so Tom, go ahead. And
yeah. So hi, Celine.
Hi, Tom.
So I think we're going to launch. We're going to start with the launching of a very amusing video, right? That you guys had produced. We could talk a little bit about this. I mean, in terms of, we've already said it's the largest region in France, right? So that's an interesting part of the piece. What's the next slide, Francesco? Easy to get to Bordeaux. You can go in.
Yeah, no, just mention maybe that it's 2 hours by train from Paris to Bordeaux with the TGV, 2 hours 4 minutes. And within the region, it's very easy to travel by train too, as you can see, between Bordeaux and Biarritz on the Basque Coast, or Bordeaux to Sarlat in the Dordogne. And of course, we have also flights from Roissy Charles de Gaulle.
Yeah, there's no, and you can arrive from Paris Charles de Gaulle, or you can arrive from other cities in Europe. There's no direct flights, unfortunately, to Bordeaux, but a very, very easy city to reach. We put together a few itineraries just to give you a flavor of what you can offer your clients. Here's one that's a 2-week, nice and long itinerary that goes through the entire region. As I said earlier, it's right by I was going to say the Pacific, the Atlantic Ocean, and it's incredibly beautiful. Wonderful oysters, beautiful bays, easy to move around, north, south. So that's one itinerary. And then a shorter one, here's a 10-day one that I kind of like a lot because it incorporates a bit of Spain and France, and it starts in Paris, and you can leave from Lisbon in Portugal. Hits a lot of beautiful cities if people are looking to do capitals. Biarritz is a wonderful city. I discovered a while ago, and it was interesting because my mother at one point in time was in the very fine dress business called haute couture, and so she was manufacturing dresses, and I was a young boy, and it was interesting to see that happen. And I was reading about an interesting thing that I had no clue about Biarritz. I mean, Celine, if you want to talk about it.
About Coco Chanel, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, actually, not a lot of people know that, but Coco Chanel, she opened her first fashion house in Biarritz. That was in 1915, actually. And she made a great success. So after that, she became famous, and she was introduced in Biarritz to all the aristocracy and the rich people and famous who used to go there on holidays. Yeah, and she grew up actually in a convent that is close to the Dordogne, that is still open to visitors today. So she really has a strong link, Coco Chanel, with the Nouvelle Aquitaine region.
Yeah, and I also read that in that convent, the church, the stained glass windows of the church there inspired her to create the symbol of.
Exactly. It's called Aubazine. It's a beautiful place in the countryside. Yeah.
So
right.
For those that are liking those kind of things, they should experience it. So what's the next slide? So this one, it's a little mix of not just one region. It's Provence, it's the Côte d'Azur, it's
Occitanie.
Occitanie, it's and Nouvelle Aquitaine. So it's a wonderful 10-day trip that starts in Bordeaux and works its way to Nice. This is a trip that you could have started in Paris, continue a flight to the city of Bordeaux, experience the region a bit, and then fly home directly from Nice, which is great. And here we have another one, another 10-day that starts in Biarritz. Bilbao is there because it's so easy to get to in Spain. It's a nice day trip. And Bordeaux, then Cognac, ending in Paris. It's a lovely trip.
And you can see there also how Château de la Loire, the Loire Valley, is very close to the north of Nouvelle Aquitaine. So you can go either from the Loire Valley, either from Mont Saint-Michel to reach Paris. So it's two options, yeah.
So next slide. So this is an amusing video, and we're going to launch this, and this is how we will start. So if there's anything you want to say ahead of it, Celine?
Yeah, well, it's kind of how do you call that? We did a Vox Pop investigation to know what American people know about the region. And it's about, we asked them what they knew about Bordeaux, Cognac, and the Dordogne. And I don't want to say more. Just have a look and let's see what you know yourself. Think about it when you see the questions.
Do French people know this stuff? Like, is that a fair question?
I'd say the wine.
Good wine.
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 Brigitte Bardot.
The architecture is very, very old school.
Oh, it's an UNESCO World.
Doesn't ring a bell. No.
Oh.
Southwest.
Strasbourg.
Nice.
Lyon. No?
Bordeaux. Biarritz.
Osgard.
Oslo.
I should know this, but I can't.
Asking the wrong person.
Sancerre.
Sauvignon Blanc.
Chateaubriand.
Chateau Margaux. Yep.
I usually go for the bottom of the shelf.
Probably make up any chateau whatever, and that would probably be correct. Well, there's been a lot of inflation lately.
$200?
$200.
175.
Less. Okay.
$70. Less?
Let's go with $27.
$12. Wow.
What?
It's a lot cheaper in France than in the U.S. Cognac?
The cognac.
The cognac.
It's a liquor.
Yes, it's French brandy.
Like Remy Martin.
I don't know what that is now.
It's very thick, I believe.
Yeah, it's very strong.
Alcohol.
Maybe like some honey.
Whiskey?
Barley.
Is it grapes? Is it from wine? Yeah.
Do French people know this stuff? Like, is that a fair question?
Croix de la Croix.
Grottes de las Croix.
Grotte. Grotte.
Gratis de las Croix.
Laco.
Grotte de Lascaux.
Oh, is it like the caves of Lascaux?
A place where they make wine.
some type of precious metals, maybe silver.
Mushrooms?
Flowers.
Cave paintings. Yeah,
Some of the earliest like art that we have.
very old, of animals and hands.
It's beautiful.
The water is so blue it looks like it could literally be the Caribbean.
I would have said maybe like the Morocco.
It's beautiful. Oh, wow.
Wow, I didn't expect that to be there.
What is it called again?
Dune?
Dune
Du Pilat.
de Pila.
Yeah, it makes you want to go there.
Oh, creme brulee?
Brioche.
Souffle.
Sion cannelé.
Canelle.
Nice! Kill this!
Oh,
I want to have one of the desserts and maybe a glass of red wine.
looks like I gotta buy a ticket and make a trip.
Great. So it's quite interesting because it's very true. So much of our business is educating people, right? So that's the fun part. It's nice bringing people on an experience and introducing them to the wonderful things that exist in the region. So these are our speakers today, which I had gone over. So I don't know what's our next slide. So go, you're on, Celine.
Yeah, so sorry, this slide is not that as nice as the previous video, but it's just to give you a few key figures for Nouvelle Aquitaine, the region. It's one of the 13 regions we have in France. It's the largest one, as Tom said, and it's #1 for French visitors, but also #1 for wine tourism. Just a few facts. We have the highest number of UNESCO World Heritage Sites, a lot more than 30 villages that are classified among the French organization Most Beautiful Villages of France, so a lot of historical countryside, old villages. And we have more than 55 Michelin star restaurants, meaning we're really a foodie region. I think, well, you have other information on the slide, but I will not comment everything.
Yeah, and this is obvious. This will get posted on our website. So anybody who wants to reference any of these things, you'll be able to do that.
And this is just to show you the different destinations we have in the region, because actually the name of Nouvelle Aquitaine, the name of the region, is not known. We are really aware of that. It's not like Brittany or Burgundy or Provence, but we have inside the Nouvelle Aquitaine destinations that are more well-known, like Bordeaux, of course, which is #1, the Dordogne. You will have a webinar in a few weeks on the Dordogne. We have Biarritz in the south, and the French Basque Country, Cognac, Pau and the Pyrenees, and so on. So this is just to show you that within one single region, which is the largest region in France, but anyway, it's 5 times smaller than California, to give you an idea. So it's one single region, but a lot of different possibility, variety of destinations in one single destination.
Packs, as they say in America, packs a very big punch. Yes. So let's see. When did this become Nouvelle Aquitaine?
So that's a good question. In 2017, we had a change in the French organization. We used to have 22 regions in France, and our president, who was François Hollande at that time, decided to reduce the number of regions. So we merged regions together, and Nouvelle Aquitaine, we merged with Poitou-Charentes in the north, with Poitiers, Cognac, La Rochelle, and with the Limousin region on the east. So Aquitaine, Limousin, and Poitou-Charentes. And actually, the region, which is called now Nouvelle Aquitaine, is basically what former Aquitaine was at the time of Aliénor of Aquitaine. We are kind of back to the kingdom of Aliénor of Aquitaine when you look at the borders. So that's from 2017, like all the other French regions.
So, lots of great food, wonderful wines. You're right on a river, so there's tremendous amount of beauty to see all the time. It's close to the Atlantic. This is a beautiful square. We're looking, this is Place de la Comédie, and that's the Intercontinental. Beautiful, beautiful hotel. I love the view from the hotel, looking out onto the on the Place de la Comédie. It's a lively square. Great shopping, actually, as well.
This is what we call the reflecting pool. It's a very iconic place in Bordeaux. Maybe we can say that Bordeaux, it's a city from the 18th century that has been totally renovated a few years ago. So we're talking about the Sleeping Beauty, because it was a city that was until 27 a little bit sleepy. And in 27 it was classified by the UNESCO. Then we had a lot of renovation work, and we are talking about the awakening of the Sleeping Beauty. And now it's a beautiful city that is very often referred to as a small Paris, actually, because it's the same kind of architecture, but much smaller, more not lively, but very easy to walk through, to meet the local people. And yeah, it's a beautiful place to visit and to live. And this is in Bordeaux. The weather is mild all the year. We have no snow. We're on the Atlantic coast. And we are said to have the highest number of bars and restaurants per capita, which means we really like eating and drinking and enjoying the life, as you can see here, on beautiful Place Saint-Pierre.
This is such an iconic picture.
Yeah. This is a square, actually, where we used to have the palace of Aliénor of Aquitaine. So this is just an everyday after work time, 5, 6 p.m. end of the day during week.
That's where you're going now, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just after the webinar. So
this is a very beautiful. This is a great place.
Cité du Vin. So Cité du Vin, it's we can't say museum because it's more than a museum. It's both fun and educational. It's one of the major attractions in Bordeaux. It was opened in 2017, so not so old. And in 2023, they renovated all their visits, and you've got a completely immersive experience. So it's located on the bank of the Garonne River, and it talks about wine from Bordeaux, but also from all over the world. So it's really, how do you feel with the wine? And it's very, very hands-on experience. This is inside the kind of workshop that you can have. You got 12 different ones, and you make the tour with an audio guide as you like. You spend the time you want on the different workshops. And what we have to say for travel agents, you can also have some private workshops for your clients. After they have the tour, they can have a private testing. They have a lot of different experiences in small rooms that they can provide. Bordeaux Wine Festival, it's one of France's main wine festival indeed. It takes place now every year. It used to be every 2 years only. And it's end of June. So if you have clients who want to come to Bordeaux in spring, June, make sure they are here during the wine festival, because it's an event where you can really meet, well, the winemakers, sure, and taste the wine, but also meet the local people. There are a lot of parties, food courts, concerts, and it's a very lively event that's on the bank of the Garonne River with boat parades and a lot of interesting events. So this 2024, as you know, we welcome the Olympic Games, and Bordeaux is one of the cities that will welcome the soccer men and women tournament. We have
are you a soccer fan? Are you a football fan? Or do you have a team that you like to support?
Yes, but I'm more a rugby fan.
There you go.
In Southwest, we have a lot of rugby, and but all French people is keen on soccer. Yeah, and this is another main attraction in Bordeaux, and a beautiful one, Bassin de Lumière. So you may have heard about Atelier de Lumière in Paris or Carrière de Lumière in Provence. It's the same company, Culture Espace, This is their largest center in France. And what's very interesting are, of course, all the different exhibitions that they show, but also the place, because here they settled in a former bunker, a U-boat bunker from Second World War. That was a German submarine base, and the place in itself is just amazing. You've got a beautiful reflection of the paintings on the water. And next week, actually, they will launch their new exhibition for 1 year. That will be about Vermeer, Van Gogh, and the great Dutch masters. But we have with us Pauline Klemiak, who will tell you more and better about these beautiful sites.
Hi, Pauline. Nice to see you.
Yes, hi everybody. I'm very happy to be here. So yes, I'm Pauline, in charge of sales department in Les Bassins des Lumières. And I'm very happy to introduce you our unique digital art center, opened 4 years ago in the old submarine base, as Céline said. But enough word, and let's watch the video.
Hi, I'm Pauline. I'm in charge of group and sales department, and I will show you this unique art digital center based in Bordeaux, Les Bassins des Lumières. Les Bassins des Lumières are in the former submarine base built during the Second World War. We are located in a new area close to the harbor in the north of Bordeaux, 10 minutes far from the city center. This huge and iconic building was abandoned after the war, and in the 80s, the city of Bordeaux explored it for cultural activities. 5 years ago, our mother company, Culture Espace, wants to give a fresh start to transform the submarine base into the biggest digital art center of the world. We propose immersive exhibition around art history with architectural pictures and original soundtracks to get the perfect immersion. Just to show you, you have the map of Les Bassins des Lumières. We explore 4 basins of the 11 of the submarine base. It's a free visit, so you just have to follow the path, and each basin have its point of attraction. In the second basin, you have the citern for a more immersive experience. You have the cube in the third basin where you can show you can see a more modern and exhibition. And in the last one, you have the gradin where you can have a seat and discover the immersive exhibition on a seat. Just a few details if you want to organize your visit. So we have 1 exhibition per year. We are open all the year except for 1 month for the maintenance. And this year it will be an exhibition about the Dutch master with Van Gogh, Vermeer. So we have always 1 long exhibition about 30 minutes, and after we have a short one, and this year it will be about Mondrian during 15 minutes. So the total of the visit is about 1 hour, and you can also go to the cube. You will see here inside more contemporary exhibition, and we have also a part about the history of the base, because people really want to know about this iconic building and to know the history of this building. And the exhibition is for all the public. You can come if you are a kid, an adult, a senior, and kids, for example, really want to come and to playing with the color of the floor and listening the music. So it's really a visit for all the public. Hi, I'm Pauline.
I just wanted to say that as interesting and beautiful as that is, Pauline, when you are inside, it is just spectacular.
Yes, it's really an emotional experience. Yes, really.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, and its location is unbelievable.
Totally. It's
Yeah,
it's the link between history and culture, and it's very unique. Yes.
Yeah, that's really great.
And it's also one of the most visited sites in Bordeaux. So it's really a must-see site when you come to the city.
And it's also very easy to get to. The city itself is a gem. It's easy to walk around. So so the next person we are going to be introducing. Let's see. I think it's Alex.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, lovely to be with you guys. So my name is Alex. I'm sales manager for our Hilton Gardening property in Bordeaux. You know, this is the evening in Bordeaux, so I'm already on wine time. So I'm tasting a very good red Pessac Léognan glass of wine.
Oh, now you're making me. Now
you can see behind me.
I'm jealous now.
Yeah.
No, normally just so you know, Alex, normally I do have a glass of something in front of me, but today I didn't. So I'm saving myself for when we go to Bordeaux on our next into the vineyards on our next webinar. So enjoy that.
Yeah, thank you. I will be waiting for you. So thanks again to Celine, Tom, and Francesco for giving me the opportunity of showing you a little bit of our property. As Tom said, Hilton Gardening is quite different in France. It's a lovely 4-star property. So I hope that you enjoy the video. And if you have any question, let me know. This is a very convenient hotel when your guests travel in family with friends. So I'll be happy to answer your question by the chat box.
Thanks, Alex.
Here you are. I was waiting for you. My name is Alex, and I'm delighted to welcome you in our beautiful city of Bordeaux and in our lovely Hilton Gardening property. As sales manager dedicated to our international travelers, I will be your key contact, making sure that your guests have an excellent moment with us. Now, let me remind you the Hilton Gardening promise. Our goal is to make your client's stay better and brighter, offering spacious accommodation, cozy atmosphere, inspire social spaces, and a great food experience. Definitely, you will find all that with our 4-star hotel in Bordeaux, with maybe a little special French touch, and above all, our very famous, warmful Bordeaux staff welcoming. Our team will ensure that at any point of contact with your guest during their stay, they will feel recognized, well-known, comfortable, and as if they were like at home. Then, if you want to let a little bit more about the property, let's go together for a round. In 2018, our hotel has been the first Hilton property in Bordeaux and first Hilton Gardening opened in France. We have then decided to flag it as a very special place for our guests, such as our team member. With its 166 accommodation, we are one of the largest hotels in Bordeaux. Our team has always a kind word and a smile to look after our individual guests, thanks to the Hilton program, or to welcome our group. Our Hilton Gardening is a new building with modern architecture, designed with spacious lobby, great height ceiling, high-tech equipment, planned to create delightful moments for our guests. Located walking distance from the train station in Bordeaux, Our Hilton Garden Inn is the perfect point of start of your touristic journey. Whether you want to discover famous Bordeaux sightseeing in the historical center or enjoy a wine experience in one of the notorious vineyards, you can reach both of them in 20 minutes. From our hotel, you will also be able to reach the beautiful beaches of the Arcachon Bay to taste the wine and oyster in their traditional fisherman's shed in less than 45 minutes. We offer hotel facilities as business corner. As a Hilton hotel certified with Green Key label, sustainability remains a main priority and is integrated in every option of our property. Therefore, your guests will be able to have the pleasure to discover our Babet's concept store. It is a boutique that promotes Bordeaux artists that sell products such as cosmetic, clothes and jewelry that are good for the planet. As an F&B option, we have implemented for our guests a French grab-and-go market, including a mix of regional beverages, food and meals, where we try once again to make our guests taste the famous French recipe. Clients will be then able to serve themselves and get quickly and easily a good food quality to add on their invoice. Let me now show you our accommodation. We start here with one of our standard rooms. Equipped with king, queen or twin beds, this room category represents more than 60% of total hotel inventory with around 80 king rooms. Spacious, modern, well-equipped, with 24 square meters, our room offers a view on the area. You can even see the top of the historical church from Bordeaux city center when you are located on the highest floor. Our standards give all the comfort of a good quality four-star property to enjoy a pleasant time in our city. With cozy bed, luminous, quiet rooms thanks to their big window using triple glazing, your guests will benefit all the Hilton standard. Boasting 38 square meters of floor space, our 8 junior suite offer a living area. Enjoy a peaceful view overlooking the river. Tastefully furnished with modern equipment, king bed, the room has got a small lounge area with a sofa bed that fit for 2 kids or 1 extra adult. For our guest comfort, we have added an espresso machine, slippers and bathrobe. One of our junior suites is very special to us. Located on the highest floor, it has got an incredible lounge exterior terrace overlooking the river. Sharing a glass of Bordeaux wine, enjoying a French breakfast, here you get a very personalized experience. Last room category would be our 1-bedroom suite. Very quiet and private due to the location on the building at the end of the corridor. It has a beautiful view on the river. Our 8 1-bedroom suites are larger, with almost 50 square meters and fit for 4 people. It has a separated living area where our team loves to arrange for our guests personalized welcome VIP to offer a very French tasting, with of course our notorious Cannelé de Bordeaux, local beer from the city, or even regional sweet honey. But above all, what we love, as a great souvenir for your client from their time with us, is to provide little goodies from our French Babette boutique. Here we are, in my favorite place in the hotel, our lovely Babette restaurant. If there is a place where we can feel the French spirit, would be definitely there. Babette is a traditional grand nanny name, the person that used to cook for you healthy food, traditional homemade recipes, using local producer. And this is exactly what we are offering in our restaurant. With its 120 seats, contemporary design, beautiful high ceiling, and relaxing atmosphere, we welcome our guests from breakfast to dinner, not forgetting, of course, lunch. We are proud at Babette to offer a typical cozy and pleasant place with responsible product and a wide of vegetarian choices. The Babette concept is above all the pleasure of tasting, sharing, and having a French discovery. Our open kitchen creates an environment where people feel really at home, in a casual setting where they can experience a cooking show from our team. Although our Babette bar is definitely an invite to state the famous flavor of the house. Babette en fraise, as strawberry babette, a relaxing surrounding to enjoy between friends, family, or even colleagues. Next to the restaurant with comfortable lounge seating, your guest will enjoy the social gathering space called our wine cave. When you want to connect and mingle, this is where our guests meet. They can use the table bar, they can share tapas and taste a glass of Bordeaux wine, listen lounge music and play at baby-foot. Here we have recreated the comfort of your home and we encourage our guests to interact. So, are you still hesitating in selecting your hotel in Bordeaux? Our team is more than ready to welcome your guests, so don't wait, come and meet us. We are Hilton, we are hospitality!
Great. Alex, a question I had was, you have a number of interconnecting rooms and family rooms?
Yeah, we have more than 40 connecting rooms. That would be about like 6 per floor. We have 9 floors, and then our connecting rooms are between king rooms, twin rooms, or could be family rooms with king rooms.
That's
so
great.
we have and we have maybe like 30. Less than 40 accommodation in family room, meaning that we have a sofa that is an extra bed for an adult or 2 kids.
Sounds great. Good. So our next, thanks much. If anyone has any questions, again, they can just, feel free to go back into the chat or give us a call when we're done. So now we're going to move to another new hotel in Bordeaux, the Mondrian. So many of you are familiar with the brand. And so if you want to start, let's see, one sec. So let's introduce you to Dimitri. And he's the senior sales manager for the hotel. So welcome, Dimitri.
Thank you, Tom. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me today. I was actually saying this evening, but yeah, it's darker outside, but not yet for you.
Not yet for us, but that's okay. Night is good. And night in your hotel is also lovely. So,
and yes, some of you might be familiar with the brand, with Mondrian, so part of Accor and Ismora's brands. But as you can see already from the picture here, probably not that familiar with the design of the hotel, which is really specific to each Mondrian. Here we have the chance that the design has been done by Philip Stark. So yes, we will explore all of that and all the various different part of the experience that we have at the Mondrian.
And before we launch, I just had a couple of questions in terms of again,
course.
connect. How many rooms in total?
So in total, we have 97 rooms in the inventory, which includes 7 suites in there. I know that connecting rooms are pretty important for you, so we have 7 pairs of connecting rooms, which makes 14 connecting rooms in total then.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's great. And we can launch the video that you had put together, and just so everybody knows, at one point we had a technical problem, so Dimitri's going to end up talking over the slide at some point, the film at some point. You'll see once we move into the rooms.
Yes, exactly. Welcome to Mandrian Bordeaux Le Carme. I'm Dimitri, and today we're gonna discover together our brand new hotel that we opened in November 2023, a new luxury lifestyle experience in Bordeaux. Before to step inside the building, each of your guests will face this iconic facade, which is originally from the 19th century. Behind the facade itself, everything has been rebuilt and designed by Philip Stark, making it a little cocoon in creating a magical journey when staying at the Mandrian. Now come with me. We'll have a closer look to the facade, then stepping inside Morimoto restaurant from the main entrance, and then discovering the hotel lobby, the spa, and ending with a Mandrian suite where the terrace is also a frank invitation to relaxation.
The one you want, the first price or the second?
What that?
What we had the first price.
Oh, that's the best hotel.
Yeah. But we had something, what we need.
And best Santa Lumiere.
And I said, yeah. For both.
2 nights.
For both. Nights.
At Morimoto Bordeaux, you will enjoy creative Japanese fusion gastronomy, but also the first restaurant in Europe from Chef Morimoto. It can be around the sushi counters that you can see on the left, enjoying one of the signature dish of the Chef Morimoto, such as the tuna pizza you can see at the bottom. At Morimoto Bordeaux is in general the living room of the Mandrian, where you can either sip a cocktail, enjoy your coffee, or convert it as a working station. And the perfect complement to it is our open air terrace right in the middle of the building, and definitely not expected when you're seeing the building from the outside, where you can enjoy the sunshine of Bordeaux in a very quiet place. We are now standing in our hotel lobby. It's a place where you can easily see the wine heritage from both Bordeaux as a city, but also from Mandrian as a building, because the building was originally wine cellars. The space is in general very intimate to keep the feeling of a cocoon, but let me drive you to one of our premier rooms. Welcome to Premier Room.
So here, Dimitri, you can just...
Yeah, so over here, so this is one of our premier room. So the famous cocoon that we were talking about, created by Philip Stark. So it's a room of between 30 to 35 square meters, so over 300 square feet. So as you can see, you also enjoy like large table, ideal for room service, for example. And also, we have a lot of different perspective that game of perspectives that has been prepared by Philip Stark. So you can see behind me in that case, what might seem as wooden panel, but it's actually made out of concrete. So we have a lot to discover in terms of design and just to experience in the Mandarin.
Really beautiful.
Thank you.
In terms of figures now, we have 97 rooms in total in the inventory, including 7 junior suites and suites. The room categories are split into 3 main categories: the superior, the deluxe, and the premier. The premier being the one that we just visited in a few seconds ago. You're probably curious to know also about these terraces that you can see on some of the pictures. We actually have 11 rooms with terraces in deluxe, premier categories, and 3 suites. And I cannot let you go without exploring our suites, that you can enjoy the different design right here.
Really beautiful.
What?
So thank you, Dimitri. Lots of luck with the property. As you just said, it opened in November. We're going to be we're excited to send people to you.
So yes, well, one of the things is that at the moment, because we are just like almost 3 months open, some of the guests or a lot of people actually don't know us, even in France. So yes, surely when you come to Bordeaux, reach out to me. I would be more than happy to make you discover like about the Mandarin.
And this is good. So this webinar is just like the perfect launch.
It's actually the perfect opportunity to discover more about Bordeaux and the new hotels that hopefully you will love.
Great, thanks, Dimitri.
I have to say that the cocktails at the bar are amazing. Of course, the food.
There you go. Good.
You speak of experiences, Celine, right?
Good. I'm looking forward to enjoying them myself. The next few slides are just kind of like a little teaser in terms of what we're going to be doing next. So we're going to move on to the next slide. The next webinars will be on Bordeaux. Then we're going to move into the Dordogne, visiting some beautiful villages. We're going to, the last slide will go north and we'll head into Cognac. And so there's lots of things that you'll learn about the region. It's not just about the city of Bordeaux, and it's not just about drinking wine, though those are 2 wonderful things to experience. Celine, I don't know if you want to add anything else.
Well, no, just yeah, mentioning the 3 more webinars. We'll have a deep focus on the Bordeaux area. We did the city today, so we'll go to the vineyard, Médoc, Sauternes, Saint-Emilion, that are just next door to the city, 1 hour drive. So it's really easy excursion, day excursion to do from Bordeaux. Then to the Dordogne with the historical caves of Lascaux and many more medieval villages and heritage. Very good food. 2 hours east of Bordeaux. And next Cognac, which is not only the famous houses of Cognac, of course, but it's also a beautiful destination on the banks of the Charente River with the cycling possibilities, and just 1.5 hours from Bordeaux. And Nouvelle Aquitaine, it's a large region in France, so we've got also all these other destinations. We just wanted to underline very quickly because it may ring a bell to some of you. So you can get in contact with the GT because they have a very large offer of products on the world destination. And that's it.
Thank you. Thanks. Celine, thank you. And we'll see you at the next webinar, along with lots of other partners that we work with. So I am Johnny. As we always do, we're going to offer 2 prizes. One is a 2-night stay.
3 prizes.
It's 3 prizes, but it's 2 nights at the Mondrian, 2 nights, 1 prize at the Mondrian, 1 prize at the Hilton Garden Inn. And this way you guys can experience Bordeaux on your own. And in addition to that, we'll, as always, include a $300 commission from GT Experiences for any bookings. So Johnny,
yes.
go ahead.
Among all the participants, the computer gave me 3 names, and the first one is for the $300 coupon from Central from us, and the winner is Howard Lewis of Pro Travel Link.
Congratulations, Howard.
Beverly Hills. He's
Very
here.
cool. Good.
Howard, let me see if it's Howard is here. No, he left. He left already.
All right. And
so
the next?
The next the price goes to the 2 nights at the Garden Inn, and this one goes to Cardinal Tours, Betty Houston. Betty won the prize.
Congratulations, Betty.
And the first prize of the 3 nights at the 2 nights, sorry, at the Mondrian goes to Ruby's Travel. So Ruby Stanfield won the prize. Thank you very much to everybody.
Congratulations, everyone. Just reach out to us. We'll have vouchers for everything, and including there'll be tickets to Bassin de Lumière, and we're happy to help organize your trip. So just reach out to either myself or to Johnny, and we'll sort that out for you without any problems. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Again, thank you for attending, and we look forward to seeing you at our next webinar.